This is Total Nonstop Impact. This is the Throwback Show, and this is NWA TNA number 20. Welcome, everybody. Let's kick this thing off.
Let's make some noise!
Welcome, everyone, back to the Throwback Show on Total Nonstop Impact on the TNI Network. This is your host, Trent Law, and my two co-hosts, these amazing two guys here with the consistency. Kyle himself is here. Kyle, what's happening?
Feels good to be back.
And
Come here,
consistent.
yeah. See you next Tuesdays.
Yes.
As Brian Lawler said during the show.
Alongside us, as always, Jaybone's in the house. What's happening, Jaybone?
Dude, I wish that intro was like 5 minutes long. I would just absolutely thrash myself into a conniption.
I can provide you that track. If you want to toss yourself into a conniption, I can get you that track. But everybody else can get that track too. That's Revengeance by Hemi, downloadable. Put a few bucks in my pocket during the lockdown, guys. I mean, every little cent helps. On Spotify, it's half a penny per play. I mean, do your part, guys. Whatever you can do is very welcome. What's happening, guys? We're here to break down NWA TNA number 20. Jaybone, 5 months of doing this. 5 months of doing NWA TNA throwbacks. How do you feel first? I'm going to ask you because you're watching this for the first time.
Holy shnikes. Number 20. It's
a lot. That's a lot.
It's a bit of a landmark. I'm digging it. I'm loving it. The show, like, I feel like our show's evolving and their show is always evolving.
Yes.
As far as new faces coming in and stuff. And there's always surprises. You literally never know what's gonna even if you think you have a clue of what's gonna happen, all of a sudden, what the hell is this guy doing out here? It's
the cool thing about it is how many people show up on this. Kyle, look, something's got your attention, Kyle. What are you looking at? What are you looking at, bro?
I've got the show playing in front of me. I'm watching it back a second time. Right now I'm watching AJ Styles go up to the top rope. I'm
gonna Vince Russo you like he does on the brand. But what are you looking at, bro? What are we? Is that uninteresting to you that you gotta look away off camera?
Multitasking, Trent.
Yeah, he's giving he gives Disco Inferno a hard time for doing that. You're looking at your laptop all day long, bro.
It's my studio. I got my TV there.
I really want to get like a studio setup. Like, this is my place. I got the wall behind. I need to get like the wall of DVDs. Like, you ever see like Vinny Rue's got a great setup. You ever see his live broadcast? He's got a great setup behind him. I need to get that kind of deal. It's
Trent,
like
I love your home photographs, but you can spruce it up a bit.
Well, look, I got all my wrestling stuff's in that little corner back there, right there. That's Hemi wrestling.
All those TNA DVDs, you have about
they're over there.
Of them. Why aren't they behind you? Come on, man.
The way the desk is.
Get the shelf.
I know I can't move them. I got to move the whole desk, Kyle. You're gonna make me do a whole rearrangement of the place.
That's what COVID-19 is for.
I just got this good like late last year. I got it nice and set up, but we'll see. Maybe I'll tweak a few things around. Let's say hi to some people. Jay, that's your department. Say hi to the people in the room. These are your people. These are people happy to see you. Usually, Jay, you're the pleasant one of the group. I'm always crabby and bitching to Cal about something. He's always thinking something else. You're the nice guy around here. What do you got to say, Jaybone?
Jabronsky Hefferino is always happy and bringing joy to all the people.
I love how he's doing an Italian accent, but calling himself Jabronsky Hefferino.
Hefferino.
It's like an Italian
Uncle Jaybone.
Uncle Jaybone. It's like an Italian Polish guy. Jabronsky.
Hey, come sit on the Uncle Jaybone's lap and we share a beer and have some laughs and talk of some wrestling.
He swears that the pizza is Italian.
Nobody is sitting in your lap, Jaybone. That's it. We are here to talk NWA TNA number 20. There's no milestones that are going to make me sit in your lap. Absolutely not. Say hello to the people in the room, Jaybone. Welcome these people. No, get that damn socially undistant skeleton away. Say hello to the people in the room.
If I want to have someone on my lap, I'm going to have someone on my lap. Right.
I can't believe it. This is unbelievable. What is going on? This is only Monday. This is the beginning of the week, Kyle. We're not going to make it to Friday at this point. Jaybone, this Easter was yesterday. I need you to be a little holier than you are right now.
It's got all that holiday ham in him.
A little bit. What are we doing, Jay?
It's been a day. That's all I'm gonna say is it's been a day. I'm here and I'm trying to just get in the zone, and I love this place, and let's do this.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Welcome the people in the room. Welcome. And look, the first comment that I want to say, I see one that says, "Damn, we're on time." You're damn right we're on time. You know why? The only reason we're on time. Let me put it down here. You know, Kyle, I gotta say, has been early. That one's breaking my
strange.
That one's breaking my all the records.
Times.
This right here says it all.
You know, Millard Harris was a lot nicer to me before. He was like, hey, I appreciate all you guys getting my, you guys really listen to you guys take my comments and my opinions. I appreciate that, guys. And now he's busting my chops, saying I look at porn. I don't know what he's thinking about me. Millard, you're putting a bad reputation now. Luis Diaz, brother Trent, I knew you'd come. Luis is awesome. I used to work with Luis, and we used to have a great time working together. The first time joining the show, I believe. So Luis, I think he watched all the old NWA TNA. We used to talk wrestling all the time. Dead Punk Gage, what's happening? What else we got here? Paul, this is for you, Jaybone. Go ahead. This is your nephew, Jaybone. Nephew Paul.
I am the uncle to this nephew. Thanks for being on the forefront of the company with news, updates, Smash This podcast, and the rest of the family. Uncle, your last upload, you said you were like to see wrestlers. Lynn, I want to see Cash and I know where he's going with this. He wants to see Cash and Dax in Impact Wrestling. Is what he's saying.
Who are these people, Jay? What are you talking about?
Cash.
I don't even know who these people are.
Cash. If I say who they formerly were, you'll know who they were.
Oh, is this the revival? Is that what we're talking about?
Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. We'll talk about that some other time. We are living in 2002 on this one here.
You see this guy Jaybone over here, Trent? He can't resist. He can't
he's like Trojan horses all this stuff in. He's like, I'm gonna sneak a little thing here.
Hey, but blame my nephew.
Yeah, I gotta blame her. All right, get more comments up here. Get more comments up here. What else we got here? All right, Zack Bonifer. Gotta get your lollipop out, Jaybone. They're waiting for it. That's your gimmick now. You know, for that matter, I need a gimmick. Kyle, you have a gimmick. Scumbag. He's got the lollipops. I don't have a gimmick. I'm just like Anchor here. I'm just like Anchor guy. Did Stern have a gimmick? Sir, I mean, he was just Howard Stern. That was the gimmick, right?
You're just the sexy grizzly bear.
I think so.
Brown guy.
Then I'm the caramel prince. You know, the Duke of Brown.
Brown. I like that.
Duke of Brown.
I love Zach. Bone on bone.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable what's happening here. Bone on bone. Hey guys, Butters, what's going on? Let's go. Keep these coming. Psycho Sid Bones. Always in the house. All right, what else we got here? Mir Neeson, first in the room, always, Mr. Mir. That's Mir's got his own gimmick. He's always first in the room. First guy to. I bet you Mir is always on time for a party too. Hey, that's me. TNA. I just jumped in on Twitch, make sure the stream is going okay. Just check in on Twitch. The revive. What else?
I had not gotten that far yet. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What else we got? There's a bunch of accounts here, Jay. You got fly through this. Butters is watching on Twitch. Thank you very much, Butters. What else we got? Millard. AAW show yesterday was kick ass. Why isn't AR Fox or the bestie signed to major promotion? I'm going to answer this right now. We released Epic 2017, which is AAW's anniversary show, for free on YouTube. Bunch of AAW shows for free, guys, on YouTube. And your guess is as good as mine. Why the besties have not been signed. You guys familiar with the besties? Jay, Kyle?
I've seen highlights on YouTube and a couple matches here and there. And I know whenever Ethan Page is in the Chicago area or he books them in his own company, he features them. So yeah, I've seen bits and pieces. I'm aware of who they are, and I've seen highlights in AAW. Beyond that, they're a bit of a mystery to me. No, I don't know any specific. I know they come out to like
Savage Garden.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't think of it.
They're great dudes. I cannot figure out why they're not signed anywhere. I don't know. I can't even tell you. I have no idea why the besties aren't signed. I don't know. They're like so over. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I could not tell you guys. I hope so. AR Fox, from what I've heard, there's a bit of something in his past. You guys can take that for what it is and figure that out. There's a bit something. I think I've told Kyle off air about this. I believe that's what's doing it. Impact Jacket guy, that's Bill. He's over on the Twitch as well. Thank you, Bill, for basically Bill is like quadcasting with us at this point. I appreciate that. The biggest TNA Impact fan ever, and he's watching on four networks. I appreciate that, Bill. And then make your kid sit on your lap and offer a lie about Jesus. Zach, what are we guys? This is the day after Easter. There's a lot of blasphemous comments going on here. Yasser Susi. All right. I don't know where I am, but I like this. Thank you, Yasser. I appreciate it. He's watching on Facebook. If you're an Impact Wrestling fan, this is the place to be. We're doing the Throwback TNA show. Yeah, story of Kyle's life. We're doing TNA Throwback tonight. And tomorrow night, don't forget, Yasser, we're doing Impact Wrestling review of the live show or the main weekly show right after they go off the air.
I like
the
this
Caramel
right here.
Wolverine. I like it. Can we go with that? But Brian Cage has the Wolverine thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I like that though. I like.
But then you'd
have
to change your whole beard.
Yeah, I would.
I don't know if you're willing to do that.
I mean, I'm in quarantine, Jay. I'm a brown guy. I can grow this beard back in like 6 hours, from what I understand.
Shift, right?
Yeah. What else we got in the room? What else we got?
Come on, for about 6 years. Hasn't come in yet, but
nothing yet, huh?
It's coming.
We got click on Rex. I know Rex has been watching all these.
Be patient, my son. Be patient.
Yes, it'll happen, Kyle. Give me Rex's comment there, Jay. Straight down. Thank you very much, Luis. Give me Rex's comment. Rex has been watching all these with us, I believe, on Impact Plus, following along on time. Give me Rex's. There it is. There he is. Yeah.
That one?
Well, not that comment, but Rex in general.
Oh, okay.
Some of the earlier ones.
Another guy working for Jaybone.
Jay, we got these plants. We got these plants in the crowd here. Very cool. All right, guys. Great room. Great room. What is I want to display Yasser's latest comment here because he's a new guy in the room. I want to put him over. I want him to come back tomorrow and watch the Impact Wrestling review. AR Fox was in Lucha Underground. What he was. Lucha was okay with it. You guys can look into this yourselves. What happened there? But he's an AEW guy.
And I assumed that he'd be one because so many came from Lucha Underground over to Impact Wrestling. So,
no, absolutely.
Not everyone did.
I'll tell you something about AR Fox real quick before we get into the review. We did an AEW show in Austin, and Fox's plane was delayed. He was in the main event. It was like Fox. I'm trying to think who he was. I can't remember who it was with. This dude on his way is already late. Coming in from the airport, his Uber breaks down halfway after the venue. Show's going on. He's in the main. Danny Daniels, former ECW talent, current owner of AEW, goes, "You're in charge." Gives me the cash and says, "You're in charge. I gotta go get AR Fox." Rushes out, picks up Fox. I swear to God, Fox comes in 2 minutes, puts his pants on because he wrestles in like these camo type pants. Puts his pants on. Music hits. He tells his opponents, like, "Wait, are we going to talk about this?" And they're like, he's like, "We got to go." Rushes out to the ring. 5-star fucking match without even a second to breathe. The guy is phenomenal.
Wow.
Phenomenal talent.
Did you warm up in the car or what, man?
Nothing. I'm telling you, plain Uber car venue. Done. Yasser South, yes, this is the Messiah. And I apparently returned yesterday from what they say. Very nice. Okay.
There's something you want to tell us, Trent?
Maybe not. Maybe not yet.
Are you the Messiah? I'll
save it for the big show, It's tomorrow night. The ratings are on the main show. I mean, you don't see Impact doing title matches on Explosion. You see them doing it on Impact, on Weekly Impact. We can't give it all away here. This is a niche audience here.
But maybe there'd be more of an explosion if.
Calm yourself down, Jay. This is unbelievable. Kyle, I'm going to have you. You're next to him in the box here. You got to wrangle him in because I can't do much from where I'm sitting.
Keep him in line.
Yeah. I don't know what's gotten to the Jaybone today. He's wearing his Hard to Kill shirt. Hard to Kill. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's do that. Virtual choke. Hard to Kill released on Impact Plus. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't seen Hard to Kill, go watch on Impact Plus. All right. Anyway, here we are, guys. Thanks for being in the room. We appreciate that. We're here to talk NWA TNA number 20, Nashville Fairgrounds. This is a good show. I have so many notes on this show because so much happened. Jay, before I get into this one, break the news down. Get your news out now because we're going to do the news again tomorrow on the weekly show. What do you got for news for me?
There was a big update this morning on the Rebellion show.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So to just make it real short and sweet, because we knew that they were going to still do something with Rebellion. We just weren't sure how they were going to present it to us because the pay-per-view in the venue they had it booked that was canceled. Okay.
Yes.
So we're still getting the Rebellion card the best they can do it for us. Okay.
Right.
It's going to be not on the 19th, but we're getting it on the following day on the 21st. And we're also getting it the following week on the 28th. To quote some other place at some other time, too big for just one night.
How about that, huh? 2 nights of Rebellion.
I'll let it slip this time. It fit.
That would fit. Let the guy go this time.
I'll let him go.
I said it on my podcast this morning as a joke just to see, because I didn't see anyone put it out there yet. Later in the afternoon, some Impact updates show, news sharing, whatever thing on Twitter.
Yep.
Because there's a billion of them.
There's a lot.
One of them put up this big thing with the big giant words, too big for just one night. And I'm like, ha, beat you to it.
I knew about it. I got my sources. I knew things were happening this way. I can't spill things I know, but I gotta respect the hands that feed me. But no, two nights. It's gonna be a week apart. That makes it interesting. Basically, it's like Clash of the Champions now at this point. It reminds me of that. But let's see. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be interesting. Everybody's doing empty arena. That seems to be where wrestling is. We'll see. Kyle, you were supposed to be at Rebellion. How are you feeling about this?
I'm a bit heartbroken. I'm a bit salty, but I got my refund. So what am I going to argue about? Hopefully they come back to New York when all of this madness is over.
I think they will. Hey, wait, Kyle, did you go to those? Yeah. Did you go to those Hammerstein ballroom shows or the shows that they did in New York? When Dixie went to the table?
They go to the Manhattan Center quite often. Yeah. I used to go to those shows. Often.
Were you at the one where Dixie went through the table?
No, that one I watched at home, but I did see a lot of other stuff they filmed at the Manhattan Center. Every time they went there, stellar episodes. I can't wait 3 years from now when we get to those here in the Throwback series.
We are. We will have 3. It'll be a long time. Kyle's going to be almost near my age at that point.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, Kyle? I'll be old enough to be your dad by then.
Just about. By then, me and Jaybone's stepdaughter Cassie will have like 3 kids and a home. And he's starting our lives.
I mean, you'll officially be related by then. You might be living in Wisconsin by then.
See, I don't know why Jaybone rolls his eyes. I mean, of all the son-in-laws you could have, wouldn't you want the Kyle man?
I mean, Jaybone, honestly, he lives in that room. Honestly, Jaybone, would you rather have Kyle or Brian Lawler? For God's, I mean, he could be like a Brian Lawler type.
You want a guy like Brian Lawler? Well, I feel bad because he died talking bad about him. But Brian Lawler in 2002, would you want a guy like that taking your daughter-in-law out?
Exactly. You could do a lot worse here. I mean, Kyle's not a bad guy.
I'm like Prince Charming, tall, dark, and handsome over here.
All 3 are 2 out of
the deal.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
The deal is though, you'd have to change your name once you marry her to Hefferino.
Make me an offer I can't refuse.
There you go.
He'll be the Godfather.
He is the Podfather.
The Podfather.
Very nice. All right. Very cool. Guys, let's jump into this one. We end up at 5 months, Jaybone and I have been doing this. Kyle's been on the last 3 now, right, Kyle? Is it 3 of them?
Yeah, you invite me around for one. It's like you give a mouse a cookie. You invite me in, and I just won't go away.
That was my favorite book as a kid.
I'm a leech.
That was a favorite book as a kid. If you give a mouse a cookie. It was a great one.
Wasn't the favorite. I liked The Outsiders. There's a couple good ones.
I'm talking like as a toddler, like 4. I wasn't reading The Outsiders back then.
I was more of a playboy or a hustler guy at that age.
Gotcha. That explains a lot to me.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we open it up. We're at the Nashville Fairgrounds, the Asylum. They open up with clips of the 54th NWA anniversary event and convention. It's pretty interesting. They showed Jorge Estrada winning the North American Championship, which I think is reactivated now. Which who's holding that belt for the NWA now? Somebody in the room can tell me. Is it Colt?
Oh,
Who has that belt?
It was Colt, I think.
Somebody will know in the chat. But
I stopped watching a few months ago, and by then every single belt has changed except for Magnus's.
Gotcha. On that note, I love Zicky Dice. He's become the AEW lately. I love that guy. He's outlandish. Kyle, this is your kind of guy.
I keep hearing more about him.
Yeah.
In the chat, it's been brought to our attention, a few comments up there, that today is Monty Brown's birthday.
Wow. Is it really?
So,
is it?
Happy birthday. Shout out to the master of the pounce, Monty Brown.
There's no sound bites on the Throwback Show, guys. If you were waiting for that, it'll be tomorrow. He's going to go ballistic.
Give him a belated birthday shout out. A couple pounce bites.
Okay, I want to hit. Okay, this is tomorrow content. I'm going to answer this today. He's like, JT Davidson should coming out to Impacts, and Sammy's heading in a different direction. OVE really needs guidance right now more than ever. Maybe you can bring in Nevaeh. Now, JT Davidson has retired due to some injuries. He was a fantastic manager of OVE on the Indies. Amazing. But he has retired. Some injuries, I think, to his neck, and didn't want to. He took a lot of bumps, so he's out, I believe. Unless he makes a comeback. Last I heard, he's done. Great guy, though. Really nice guy.
He was with Sammy last winter. No, 2 winters ago. Winter 2018. When House of Hardcore came to
Waukesha, Wisconsin?
Yes.
How did I know that?
Blizzard Brawl.
Sammy Callahan wrestled Willie Mack.
Really? I was like an Impact match.
The funniest thing is Willie Mack is still the House of Hardcore champion, as far as I know. I haven't heard a lot about the House of Hardcore shows. I used to review them all the time on my channel. Cheaply.
Mir's very mad at us for not starting this review, Jaybone. He's not very happy with us right here. He's letting me know that in the chat here. All right, let's get out of it. By the way,
it's contagious because I used to run with the Ramblers, and now you guys caught it.
Aaron Stevens is the NWA North American champion. But anyway, they show Jorge Estrada winning that title. So it's a nice win for Jorge when he normally doesn't get too many on the main show. They show Truth retain the NWA title against Hot Stuff Hernandez, who had a little bit of a run at the time. And then they showed AMW and AJ retaining their belts. So nice little, I love how they show the NWA titles being defended elsewhere. It's kind of cool. And then they run the little ticker on the bottom where titles are going to be and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. All right, guys, we open up the show. Goldie's in the back with the Rainbow Express. Lenny's back. And Brucey shows off his high heels. You like those shoes he was wearing, huh? And Goldie's like, actually, those are pretty nice.
That's hot.
She calls Bruce a bitch, actually, which was kind of, she's got a mouth on her, that Goldilocks. I tell you, she got a mouth on her. And she asks where Lenny has, huh?
She's got no filter the last couple episodes. It's
absolutely
hilarious.
Not. She's kind of losing her mind little by little as they go on here. But she asked where Lenny has been. Bruce said they had a spat, but everything's back. Lenny was jealous of him, of his Miss TNA crown, but he's made Lenny his official Miss TNA runner-up. So Lenny is back. The Rainbow Express is back. Well, we open the show kind of weird. It's Bruce with Lenny taking on Jorge Estrada. Weird stipulation. If Jorge wins, the Miss TNA crown goes to Priscilla. Now, guys, this was actually a pretty good match. I thought this was actually a pretty decent match. It's goofy, but Bruce can go. It's kind of deceptive. But did you guys notice a lot of chants for Bruce in the crowd, like positive chants? They were all chanting Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. I think they're turning the tide. They're starting to appreciate how ridiculous he is. You guys catch that? I don't know if you guys caught it.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, he definitely. I think they're finally starting to realize that he's not just a chick in a dress.
Yeah, he can work. Bruce can definitely work.
The guy can move. The guy is a tremendous
during
wrestler.
the entrance.
What's that?
See Lenny working that banana in the entrance.
Oh, that banana was he worked that banana for a good 8 minutes.
Oh yeah,
it was a pretty long. But that banana comes into play because Bruce later slips on a banana peel. And Kyle, I know you love that kind of humor. I know you pop for that.
Straight out of like Super Smash Brothers, you know. A banana peel. Who would have thought?
Bruce slips on a banana peel, Lenny's banana peel. There was definitely innuendo in the way they said, like, he slipped on Lenny's banana peel, and Jorge wins on a count out. So Priscilla's the new Miss TNA, but we get a reversal. What do you got, Jay?
Did you notice how Lenny to Bruce looked like he was trying to help him, like bring him to, turn around, and he's like, yeah, come on, ref, let's go, let's hurry up.
Right. Because he's the runner-up, right?
Right, so he wants to be
Miss TNA.
He wants to the sash.
So they didn't get the Priscilla gets the decision reversed. You can't win on a count out. Bruce is still champion. Or Mike today was very, very adamant about saying this is not an official title.
Yeah.
Do not count this as an official title. Which I thought was pretty funny.
That was funny.
Goldilocks in the back with Sonny Siaki, and he cuts a promo on BG and how he's the best and how Goldie wants him. Not a great promo though, guys. I didn't think this was great. Kyle, you're nodding your head. What do you think?
A bit creepy, you know.
Yeah,
he's trying to rip off the Rock and Lillian Garcia type deal, but it's not coming off right. You know, the Rocky ripoff chants aren't going to stop anytime soon, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a little. It was too awkward. Like it sounded forced. And I usually like this guy. Jaybone, what do you think, man? I thought it came off real choppy. Goldie was doing the best she could with it, but I don't know. What do you think about this one?
With this interview and the last one, like I said, she's starting to break that filter. She's not taking any shit from anyone. It's like if somebody's nasty towards her, she's like, yeah, right, whatever. You know,
Yeah.
It's great.
Not taking any. No lip at all. But no, it was kind of a choppy interview. But we go right to it from to Siaki and BG James tournament match. They give you the bracket beforehand. This is for the contendership. BG on the mic. This is where the first guy. Now it's interesting. BG refers to him as Cocky Siaki and says he's about as pretty as an ass cheek, kissing the other ass cheek next to it. That was a little. No, I did pop at that.
I am so glad you brought up that quote because I was
Bring
trying
it
to
up.
remember it and I forgot it. And that was one of the best lines of the whole damn show.
You're about as pretty as this ass cheek, putting makeup on and kissing this ass cheek. I was like, what? The Cocky Siaki nickname, he ends up using a lot after this. Like that's how he gets known. And you're gonna see it unfold. But this is the first time it gets used, Cocky Siaki. He looks great. He looked real tactical in the match. Like he was really going at it, but he ends up losing, which I don't understand. BG wins. How do you take the guy you're pushing like crazy and you have him lose to BG? I don't get it. It was kind of a weird win. But Siaki looked good in the ring. I got to say, Kyle, I know you muted out of respect because you got corn nuts going on, which I do appreciate because corn nuts are loud, especially in a Yeti mic.
Classic.
Corn nuts are great. You know, Mike, who I work for makes corn nuts.
Oh, so works out.
Thanks for keeping me employed.
BG James, his usual tomfoolery on the microphone.
Good way to put it.
Yeah. Interesting point here. You know, BG James, he's only 33 at this point, and
no way.
He looks
really?
a lot older. He's only 33 at this point, and
are you kidding?
I mean, it's a blessing that the guy is in great shape now, and he's clean, and you know, he's living a good life now in 2020. But man, 2002, he's only 33. It's looking rough here, being honest. Not being a dick, being honest.
Are you serious? He was only 33?
Yeah.
He looked 10 years older.
Yeah.
Like he already looked like he washed out of his career at that point.
I mean,
that's in his prime. He's looking a little washed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he know? Let me somebody in the chat clear this up. You guys might know this too.
Problems.
When he left Impact, which was like 2008, I want to say, after the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Yeah. Oh God.
Did he go back to wrestle at WWE, or did he just go back as an agent? He did wrestle.
The New Age Outlaws had a title victory. I believe they had a quick little cup of coffee.
Another run?
Yeah, they had a veteran run. They might have even gotten the tag titles twice, honestly.
Really? 2 more times?
I'm trying to remember who sent them packing. It was someone significant.
Yeah. Who retired him? Is that what officially?
Yeah.
He was an
Don't
agent.
open that door. Don't let Jaybone open the WWE can of worms. Keep moving.
I'm shocked he was only 33, though. That's nuts. He won. I don't know why. That's a weird win, but we'll see. Obviously, it's going to play out in something.
It's because of who he has to face next.
Good point, J-Bone. That's a great call out. He's the detailed guy. I get notes. Yes.
And Siaki had plans for something else.
This is true. This is very true. See, see, Kyle. I forget about this. Is why we need Jaybone to be that detail anchor.
Bone.
We need the bone. The bone's got to be there for the detail anchor. I mean, I can keep it moving, and you're the color guy, but we need the detail guy to make sure we loop it all in.
The brain is in the bone.
You know, Jay, when you get close to the microphone like that, it actually sounds really good and somewhat seductive at the same time.
Oh, Trent. Don't get all hot and bothered now.
I don't know what's going on here, boys. It's Monday at 10 o'clock.
COVID-19, you're starting to get cabin fever.
I don't know. Somebody in my building where I live got it. They sent an email out today. So I'm taking no more elevators, taking the stairs.
That's
Trent's
got corona. You heard it here.
No, it's not me. But they were very particular about we can't tell you who it is, what floor he's on, because they don't want the lynch mob going and you son of a bitch.
You need to get out of here.
They're not doing that. Goldie's in the back with AMW. This is a phenomenal promo. Chris Harris is pissed off. I believed the anger on this one. Storm's pacing in the back. Chris Harris like, we're not taking any more shit.
She looks uncomfortable. That's how you know it's good.
He's so angry. He's focused on the new church. Harris is fantastic. This guy, I swear you guys will see it unfold later on. I just can't believe they didn't pull the full trigger on him down the line. And I could see why he left. You'll find out as we watch these, but it's like, this guy's too good. Storm gets on the mic, also fantastic. Did you guys catch this? This was, I thought, fantastic. The first time the term was used. Kyle, you're nodding your head. You know what I'm going to say.
This is the first time we ever heard the infamous quote that I believe he still uses to this day.
To this day.
Sorry about your damn look.
I popped for that one. I was like, is that the first time?
I popped.
No. Forget Buckaroo. I'm not doing Buckaroo. I'm going to hit you with the new catchphrase that I'm going to hold on to until 2020. Sorry, damn luck.
I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fantastic. I'm like, episode 20, guys, is where sorry about your damn luck first gets said. This is the kind of shit I love about rewatching this. This is cool, man. Because that, like I said, Kyle, to this day, he's using that catchphrase. 18 years later, that's where it started, though. I thought that, and you could tell he kind of just like, it felt like he just came up with it right there. Like maybe right before the promo. Like it was new to him.
It was like in this moment in the promo when he says it, it's like the first time we get to see the cowboy.
Yeah, it really was. It was the first time I felt it was James Storm, the cowboy. Like the real James Storm now. Like the cool one. Like he's so cool. Now, before he was a dork, but he became really cool. AMW versus the new church, guys. Jay, you want to talk about this one. The blood. You made the cover photo for this review.
Oh,
bloody as
man.
shit. Start this one off.
I did not think AMW was going to be successful here.
Unreal.
The way this one was going, and as much as both teams were on fire, and it's probably the first time in several weeks that we've seen another team really get one up on AMW, whether it be by cheating, a beatdown, or whatever. Yeah, it's someone's finally got AMW's number.
Absolutely.
Now what's funny is they still don't announce them as AMW. Like you hear little references here and there, but they're still not announced like from JB to the ring.
But I love that though,
AMW.
because it was a grassroots, like DIY fan created movement. You know, the fans.
Oh yeah, like you know what's going to happen. It's just
They slowly transition into it naturally. It wasn't just forced upon us. I like that.
That's true.
It doesn't happen often.
That's very true.
Right.
It's organic. Like the whole team's build is organic.
USDA approved organic.
No doubt, man. No doubt. No, I mean, they're great. This match is so good. Like, I think it's on one of the best ofs that came out around this time, too. Like the early TNA home video. But this is such a good match. It really, really is intense. Ends in a DQ. Brian Lee uses a spike he got from, I think, Jim Mitchell, right, Jay? Mitchell gave him the spike. And he bloodies both of them. I mean, well, not to mention blood. Slash is bleeding like a stuck pig all over the match.
Terrifying in this match. Some of the visuals of just Slash's facial expressions covered in blood. The guy is straight out of a Rob Zombie horror movie.
they do a close up on him,
Yeah.
Where his face is literally taking up half of your screen, and he's down in the corner, complete crimson. I mean, complete. I mean, it's a crimson mask that would make Ric Flair proud. Okay, it's that good.
You know, like today in 2020, I feel like things are a lot more sanitized, a little more toned down, and for good reasons for stuff like CTE and
especially
a lot of things that we didn't know in 2002. But when you watch stuff back like this, like Slash rocking that face of just all blood, it hits you a little different because we're not really used to that. And back in the day, that was a regular day at the office, but nowadays, you know, we don't see that type of stuff very often. So it's a whole different world. Trent, like I tell you, the kids say it hits different.
It hits different for sure. You guys know what Slash is, right? You guys remember that tag team PG-13 back in the old Memphis days and back in the Nation of Domination? PG-13. They were the two. Well, at the time, they were the two white kids in the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
And then they were a huge mainstay on the Indies. That's Wolfie D of the PG-13.
Okay.
Who was a tag team partner with JC Ice, Jamie Dundee, who was Bill Dundee, Memphis Legend's father. Or that's his father, his son. His son. But that's Wolfie D from PG-13. Talk about a reinvention. He looked fantastic. And I love PG-13. If you guys ever watch some old stuff, PG-13 is great. Not much of a WWF run, but they were fantastic. But he was bleeding his ass off in this one.
I was going to say, I never heard of him. I never seen him before. Because, I mean, I missed a lot of stuff in the Attitude Era. The
Blood Rain calls it out.
Stuff.
They were in ECW too. Sorry to interrupt you, Joe. They were in ECW as well. Yeah. You're gonna say they were mainstay where?
Oh, I know the mainstays, like the bigger names, you know, but they're those undercard guys that they might have been around for like a year or whatever in the WWF at the time, but I just don't know them.
Yeah. Why did Chris Harris stop wrestling? You know, I think now don't quote me. I think he lost his passion for it. He had the failed run in the WWE, and then he came back as the mystery partner of Matt Hardy. You guys remember this? Kyle, you might remember this in 07, 08. Matt Hardy said he had a mystery partner to take on Beer Money, and he calls him out, and it's Chris Harris and James Storm
Walker himself.
Yeah, he comes out. He was overweight. He was not the same, and I think he just lost his heart for it. But he recently showed up to some Twitch shows at Impact. He showed up on some house shows. And the North took a picture with him, and Ethan Page and Josh couldn't have been fucking happier to take that picture because they were huge TNA fans growing up. So
big TNA supporters,
big time.
Like it's because of them and getting that grassroots support back starting last year. You know, I feel like, and it started in Chicago, Bound for Glory weekend when we were there. You know, and Scott D'Amour's like, hey, you guys want to see TNA come back for one show next year, maybe, you know? And then
he was going to be there.
Not to cut you off there, but I was watching the second edition of Sammy and Friends on Impact Plus yesterday.
Is there a second one now?
We got two.
Just came out, second episode, and
nice.
Ethan Page pops up on there, and he's wearing his tracksuit, and it's got the Canadian flag, and he makes a joke. He's wearing that to convince Scott D'Amour to bring back Team Canada. Would you guys like to see Team Canada come back?
I would. I just want you got him in you got the North. You got Michael Elgin. Who else can you throw in there? Petey's still there.
Petey's still there. Keep Petey.
There's your Team Canada right there. Just one time, and have the coach come out and do that bark he did. Remember that? Because he used to do that like bark in the camera.
Yeah.
One more time.
Elgin in the North, you know, and then just sprinkling anyone else. It'd be, oh, hell yeah.
We could do it, man. It might work out. You know, he threw that in. You see that, Callie? One more reference. He Trojan horse that one in too. He had to put that in. Steve Austin has never been an Impact wrestler.
Jaybone McMahon.
He's on the pay. I think Jaybone's on the take.
Yeah.
I think he's getting paid by Triple H.
That's my son, Jaybone. Yeah.
It was me all along, damn it.
It was Global Wars does not want Team Canada in there. No. And that's something.
Some people don't like reboots. Some people don't like sequels. I understand.
You know, the thing is, a lot of the guys now in Impact, Sammy, North, Elgin, Kira, they all grew up on TNA. They've all said it. They're younger, you know, they're in their early 30s, late 20s, some of them. TNA was the company they knew. They knew the two companies. It was TNA WWE, maybe in Ring of Honor, it was like there was no WCW for a lot of these guys. That's what they grew up on. So that's what they're into, which I think is cool. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do something on a Twitch. Maybe I can see it on a Twitch special, maybe. All right, Jay, this is your favorite segment of the show. Brian Christopher and Syxx-Pac. This is the beginning of this. How about the beginning? God. Christopher comes out first with April, sits her down. Syxx makes his entrance.
They are all lovey-dovey. Everything is better now. April's back with Lawler.
Yes.
Arm in arm. His smiling ear to ear. She looks still high as shit. I'm just saying. But she's
out. She's out there.
But she's smiling. She's going along. She's going along with it. For now. Sits her down. He's all good. Starts the match. 1 minute in. Not even 1 minute in.
Mm-mm.
He's yelling at her. Well, he's not. He doesn't start out yelling at her. He just draws attention to something. Oh, because he wants her to kick X-Pac's ass. And she keeps like, no, I don't want to get involved. No, this is your match. You do your thing. And this keeps going, and this keeps going. He gets more and more and more and more upset. And finally he gets her up on the apron. Come on, Kyle. What does he say?
Kyle's been waiting to say this one all show. What does he say to her?
Come here, you cunt.
I mean, this is wrestling.
My wife hates that word. I can't say it, so at least he gets in trouble.
All right. Well, is Mrs. Jaybone in the room today? She's not in the room, right? But yeah, you can't have it on tape. Oh, she's there
next Tuesday.
Okay, well, Kyle said it, not Jay.
Kyle heard.
Mira is asking who was April. From what I understand, she was a local dancer, stripper or dancer. She ends up becoming a cage dancer after all this is over.
Oh. Rex, the gaming boss, has Rex the Boss Gaming.
April Painter was a stripper. Yeah, give me these comments here, Jay. She was a stripper.
How Rex knows that. How did you figure that out, Rex?
Rex, I'd like to know that too.
What do you do on the weekends, Rex?
He does the intro. He does the research here. Rex, I think he's been watching along with us every show. I gotta give it to and then she goes to be a cage dancer when this is all done. So, but this was great. He calls her a cunt. Syxx wins the match. He takes April with him up to the ramp. It's really weird. He's holding her boobs the whole time. He's cupping her the whole time.
He's pulling a Joey Ryan.
Oh, totally. Holding her. Brian, this is great. This is great. Kyle, I think before I get into this, Kyle, I want you to let the listeners know. You gotta be honest with me. Yeah, level with me here. Have you ever been the other man in a situation? Have you ever been the Syxx-Pac in a relationship? I mean, let's put it out there now. Let's clear the conscience. COVID-19's out there. Let's clear the conscience.
Of course, in high school there was a couple April situations, fighting over girls and stuff. Definitely happened, and I was on the good side of it. Well, technically the bad side of it, the evil side of it. But sometimes, when a man meets a woman, Trent.
Listen, I'm not judging you.
Yeah,
guys. He, as scumbag as he is, he's charming at the same time. I mean, he's got that youthful look. He's got a great smile.
Trent, they say that sociopaths are some of the most charming people on earth. They say that.
I'm glad it's working out for you.
Yeah.
Not a bad record at 25 now, Kyle. 25. Not a bad record. You got a long way to go too.
Oh man, Rex is going on here. Apparently she was topless at some point. April is somebody's mother nowadays. You got to keep that in mind, when the kid is watching like John Cena on TV and he's like, "Mommy, weren't you in wrestling?"
Oh God.
Some of that she's like, "Oh, I can't show you that. Not till you're older."
Can I share a stripper story with you?
You have a stripper story?
Trent? I got. I mean, look, Kyle. I wasn't always on this side of the law here. You know what I mean? But Jay, do me a favor before we keep going. Display the title on the bottom of the screen while I'm telling this story here.
I'm intrigued.
You mentioned mothers and strippers and everything, right? I was at a bachelor party one time. Me and the stripper are getting acquainted, and she's going into what she does.
She's playing you like a violin.
Well, whatever it may be. Yeah. In the middle of the performance, she starts talking about her kids and how she got into a car accident with her daughter.
Oh, no.
Half her face is reconstructed. I mean, I'm thinking you're supposed to make me excited here And you're sitting there telling me about your kids and tell me about your facial reconstructive surgery. This is not what I want to hear.
Maybe she just wanted you to take her home and give her a hot meal, Trent.
Maybe. I mean, she got a couple extra bucks out of me. So what the
too, Trent.
She definitely guilted me into that. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. But goddamn. Anyway, that's what you said.
Strip, connection with you, Trent. She's bonding with you.
She was bonding. That's not what I really wanted to do though at that party. I didn't want to hear that. But so
I got one for you.
What do you got? Let's hear this.
This is short and sweet. I have my moments in life where I am not the smartest guy in the room. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
You don't say.
I know it may be hard to believe. All this, you guys have been pumping me up this whole show about how, look at the big brain on Jaybone. Okay, well, I have my moments, okay?
Did we ever say that? I don't remember ever saying that. I don't think we ever said that about Jaybone. Anyway, go on, Jaybone. Don't let us interrupt you.
Common sense and wrestling knowledge are two different things.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll go with this, Jaybone, but you better make a good point here.
So this strip club that I used to visit once in a while.
He can't say cunt, but on the review, but he sure is talking about a strip club. That's for damn sure.
I want to hear these degenerate younger days about Jaybone.
It was another life. It was another lifetime.
Oh yeah. I heard it all.
Actually, probably about 11, 12 years ago, actually.
Not that long ago, Kyle.
It's right before Tracy.
All right. Get on with the story, Jaybone. I mean, what are we doing?
So this place is all under construction, getting redone, everything, and they had a very small portion of the entire, several room building open. So we were in this, this little hall, one little stage, and this is the day after New Year's. Okay, just to put the setting in. Okay,
hammered. He's already hammered here.
So I get off of work. I'm going into my next 2 days off. I finally have off, so I'm celebrating my New Year's now. So I'm there, and there's like a handful of girls there, and they're all in the same rotation there. So I'm starting to get to know them, sort of. And of course, the cutest one in the room comes up to me, and I start feeling a little friendly. Okay, we'll go in the corner, get a little dance on,
This is unbelievable. A whole different side of Jaybone. Paul is blowing his mind right now.
She whispers in my ear, "What are you doing later?"
Well, Jaybone.
Daddy met mommy.
I had my moment. I could have went home with the hottest chick in the room or done whatever. But no, there was that good guy, I don't know what the hell something crept in my head. And I said, I said, after this, I'm going home and I'm going straight to bed.
Well, you know what, Jaybone, I might have a little more experience with being a dirtbag degenerate than you do. What was happening there was,
without a doubt,
she was, prepositioning you for a financial exchange later on. She was offering you the full service.
Oh no, she actually liked me.
That's how they roll, Jaybone. I'm not denying that she did. I'm not denying your boyish good look or your charm, but it's a business. You got worked. You were a mark.
Mind you,
I was really hoping
10 plus years ago,
yeah,
I passed for Chris Daughtry.
This is unbelievable. We did do a whole other. This could be on the Scumbag Show, Kyle. Can you reboot that show so we can talk about this kind of stuff?
Mir Neeson already left.
Mir's left.
Actually, Mir, he's been to a couple of strip clubs back in the day. I
want to hear Mir's stories. Listen, this guy is a veteran of life. I know Mir doesn't take any shit from me or anybody. He'll give me a lot of shit. He's got life on him for sure. All right. Jesus Christ.
What's funny about Mir Neeson's strip club is it was located right next to the beach.
I think he's in Miami. He's on the beach.
That's where he used to dump him off when he was finished with them.
Just throw him on the beach. All right, listen, Jaybone.
Global Wars. What
are you doing? I was really hoping that story ended with, I gotta go watch
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Terrible
tomorrow.
story. That was a waste of time, Jaybone.
Jaybone, you should have just done it. What the hell are you doing? Brian Lawler, as Mir said in the find that comment there, Jaybone, pulls his best Fred Sanford. Kyle, you're a huge Sanford and Son fan.
Burn it.
He pulls his best Fred Sanford. Is coming to join Elizabeth. Grabs the heart. Goes out. April. Her heart goes out to him. Rushes in the ring. Paramedics there. She revives them. It was beautiful.
Not the only Lawler to have a heart attack on TV.
That's very true.
That was
that's pretty rough.
That was Kyle Dice Clay right there. Oh.
You know, he was supposed to be touring, Kyle. He was supposed to be on tour right now.
Oh.
You know, I saw Dice one time. Saw him once live.
And if you see him the second time, you'll see the exact same set joke.
Oh yeah. Nursery rhymes. Oh, go up there and do the rhymes.
Doc.
All we need is the rhymes. All we need is the rhymes.
I'm so old. I used to buy the pay-per-views back in the day. That's how old I am.
The one from Madison Square Garden, the Dice Rules. Oh, give me a break.
How about the Valentine's Day Massacre where he's in the sweatsuit and the headband?
Dice. Anybody in the chat? You guys listen to classic Dice Clay? Oh, come on. Let me know. Anyway, we go back. Truth is sitting with Mike Tenay, one of Mike Tenay's famous sit-downs. Kyle, one day I'm going to get you on a sit-down, Mike Tenay. Confess all the sins. It's like going to the priest.
The professor.
It really is like going to your priest and, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned here. Truth says he only trusts Mike Tenay. And he says, Wrestling 3 got him. You got me. You got one up on me, Wrestling 3. And he says, Tenay is going to have this. It's like signed contract for a title match. This is a super. Thank you, Paul. He goes, "There's a signed contract." He goes, "Take it, Wrestling 3." He goes, "What was kind of weird about this, Mike Tenay, is that Bob Armstrong was very quick to sign off on this, which is kind of weird, and I'm not questioning it. But go ahead, Wrestling 3. Mike, come see Mike Tenay. Signed contract. Let's fight." So I do love the Mike Tenay sit downs. They're great. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of mine. I'm a big mark for that.
TNA Mike Tenay, you see a different side of him. You start to see more attitude. Starts to not become a dick, but it's realistic in the sense that when you watch him in NWA TNA, and it's just starting here, he has this realistic approach with his character where, some of the insanity that we joke about, some of the Crash TV aspects of the show, Mike Tenay will realistically call stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really happen.
No, but he's so good though. Damn it.
It's the professor.
He's the professor. I mean, he finally got to be a lead here. He was always third man in WCW. But
TNA was the best of Mike Tenay's career. No
so good. I just wish he'd forgive it.
WCW just warmed him up.
Basically. Mike Tenay got choked out by Scott Steiner. I'm trying to remember that one. I think I do. It's kind of vague. Jarrett comes out after this, and he says that he will take the contract, and he signs it. He's like, fine, I'll take it. Yeah, you got me. It's me. Signs the contract, but then tears it up and just says, screw it. I don't need this. He goes, Wrestling 3 ain't going to get a title shot before I do. He goes, Tenay, in 2 weeks, I'm going to win the tournament. Next week, I'm going to win the tournament. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to get my own title shot. And it's going to be me. Did you guys notice the huge pop he got right here? People are ready for Jarrett to become champion at this point. I mean, Jay, what do you think? I know we talked about this a lot.
I'm noticing this over the last couple episodes. It seems like the crowd's actually starting to warm up to him, and I was scratching my head reacting to that. I was like, wait, what?
I think because
he's actually talking about now how he wants to work for the championship, and that's okay. 19, 20 episodes in. Wait, you want to do what? Is Jeff Jarrett turning over
a what
new
it is?
Leaf?
I think it's like he's been there for 20, because he mentioned I've been there for 20 weeks trying to get a title shot. I think it's like classic wrestling story. They got everybody invested for 5 months on like this guy's quest to be the champion. So half that crowd was really into it. Now, Rex is saying something here. Everything about this was and is why I hate Jeff Jarrett. So transparent that he owns the company or has political power within. If you think this is bad, Rex, it gets even worse. Kyle, you can attest to this.
Flat nuts.
It becomes even more apparent down the line. That's the problem with it. But then that's what big complaint people had. But I say this. I heard a shoot interview shortly after this. with BG James, Kip James, you know, the old former New Age Outlaws, VKM. And they asked him about it. They go, what do you think about Jarrett always winning the title and always being on top? And BG and Kip said the same thing. They're like, he's the only guy that can consistently hold it because you can trust the owner of the company to not jump, take a contract, which is a big thing a lot of guys, owners did. They put it on themselves because, like, I'm the one guy's not going to leave.
I never saw it that way.
It's interesting. It's like a safety switch.
It's what it is. A lot of guys did that because it's like, here's the one guy who's not going to leave. So they leave more consistency on because it's a new company, no guarantees. It's hard to hold on to guys, you know. In this case, he's the one guy's not going to go anywhere. It's his place. So you consistently lock it onto him, and then you flex it where you need to after that as you get people invested. But you know that's usually what it is. But those guys said it. They're like it's the only guy at the time. But it definitely alienated some people because it became too much. But Miller is saying TNA is great, but he needs to get his head out of his ass and forgive Impact and come back. I agree. I don't want to be rude and say head out of his ass. That's the professor we're talking about. But I don't think he was happy with Josh taking his job. Kyle, was that it? I think Josh replaced TNA, right? That's what it was.
You would have to ask Mr. Mike TNA himself. We are just
Nobody can. The only guy who sees him, I think, is Disco Inferno. Once in a while, sees him in Vegas.
That would be a great documentary. It's like the hunt for Mike TNA. Like you send me out to Las Vegas, and I have to find Mike TNA and get the answers.
I can just see the documentary. Kyle at all like the Bellagio, like putting a picture up. You seen this man?
Well, that would be the thing. You send Kyle to Vegas to get something done, but you know, Vegas is Vegas. Has anyone heard from Kyle?
Vegas. It's been 3 weeks. Kyle calls in. He's now the father of 6. He's developed a habit. I'm like, Kyle, it's only been 3 weeks. Like, I move kind of quick, Trent. A little potent out here.
It's like the Hangover, the next generation.
Yeah.
Kyle, have you been to Vegas?
Never. I would love to go.
How about this? Jaybone's never been either. I think we should all go to Vegas.
The next time they come to Sam's Town,
we should all do it.
TNI trip.
I know Bill Gardner's. He's always in Vegas. He loves Vegas.
On topic with all the stripper talk, there are a lot of strippers in Las Vegas.
Disco Inferno.
Hey, baby, let's go to Vegas.
Disco Inferno. Open invite. He'll send a limo and get you into the club he manages. Sapphire Gentlemen's Club. For free. Buy you a free drink, too. It's an open invite. Send a limo.
Who did he invite?
Huh?
Who did he invite?
I got the hookup on Disco. Sending a limo, free drink, free entry to Sapphire Gentlemen's Club. I got you.
Oh man.
He said bring up to 9 people. Send a limo. Hey, let's roll. Let's all roll. Bill, I know you're in. He's in the chat. Whoever's coming to Sam's Town next, we're going. But let's keep going here. Hakeem's in the room now. Thanks. Jarrett was the Vern guy. This is the perfect example. Jarrett was the Vern guy in the 2000s. It's a safety thing. It's your company. Things are rough. People are getting signed. How do you save and protect your company? That's what it comes down to. Kyle in Vegas, I'm down. Millard wants to see you just go buck wild, man. Yep, exactly. But let's keep going, boys. We get a X Division Texas Tornado. Now, they didn't say this is a tables match to begin with. It just happened. Did I miss that, or did you guys?
Oh, non-stop action, baby.
They announced it.
They did say tables because I missed the tables part. Okay, Texas Tornado style tables match. Kid Cash, Tony Mamaluke, Joel and Jose Maximo, the SATs. Ace Steel, who basically got forgotten on the entrance. Did you guys catch that? They started the match, and they're like, oh, shit, Ace Steel's in this match, too. And then they played his music after, and he ran in. Poor guy. But what an awesome match. I can't say much else about this. This is unreal, this match. We lost Kyle. What happened? I think he went to Vegas. But let's keep going. I want to keep going here.
That scumbag left without us.
I think he left for Vegas without us. But
you can't blame him. The flights are cheap, but nothing's open.
Nothing's open, unfortunately. Jay, what an amazing match. How incredible was this match? Like, unreal, the shit they did in this one.
One of my favorites is in this Kid Cash. And man, just right. Like I'm like from day one that he stepped onto this show, I have so much more respect for, like, I liked him back in the old, like when I would see the old ECW footage years ago and the DVD sets I had, or
Yeah.
the lost WWE Network footage that pops up every once in a while for ECW footage. But man, his stuff in here, he shows how good he is.
Absolutely.
And they talk about how he's like, the veteran among this group here, or one of them, where most of these guys have only been in the business not even 5 years. And he's what a 13-year pro-ish, give or take a little.
13 years at this point. So he started at 89. So 13 years by this point. And he just showed up on Impact 2 weeks ago.
And he's
insane.
such 50 and doing planches off the top rope.
Can you believe that? Like, everybody, for a second, just pause for 1 second, put that into context. In 2002, he was a 13-year veteran, and he was on Impact 2 weeks ago in a comeback against Moose and in some other matches too, right? The guy's been in the business for 31 fucking years, man. And that's awesome. That is awesome. Unreal.
He's still in incredible shape. But yeah, he looked so good here. The stuff, I mean, he was one-upping the stuff that the younger guys were doing, and it looked twice as good.
Oh,
like you watched the Maximo guys, whether it was one or the other, do some stuff, and then all of a sudden, just when you think they did it all, then there's Kid Cash, springboarding off the top rope in the corner to the outside 20 feet below. It's like, what is going on? It's ridiculous. Scumbag's back.
We were just talking about, Kyle, how Kid Cash at this match was already 13 years in. And by now, because he just showed up on Impact 2 weeks ago, he's a 31-year veteran. That's insane, dude.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Still taking those big dives off the top rope, too.
And looking good doing it.
He's got that float that he does. When he jumps, he kind of floats. He gets like hang time. It's really crazy. Fantastic match. Let me give the order of elimination. We have, let's see here. The SATs are super over, by the way. Yeah, I was thinking about Vegas strippers and Lost Connection.
I got excited.
We thought you left without us.
Mama Luke eliminated Steele. Joel moonsaults to the table. Mama Luke is out. Kid Cash, Hurricanrana, Jose through Joel, who is on the table, gets the win. Kid Cash gets the title shot. What an awesome match this was. This did not show up on any best ofs, I don't think, but this definitely deserves to be on a best of. This was a phenomenal match, man. Kyle, were you a Kid Rock fan?
I think there was that quick little ba with the ba.
Because
gimmick there, that was about it.
In ECW, they were really trying to make him like a Kid Rock look and
Kid Cock.
He was all the kid, the shiny pants, the wife beater, the hat.
Like him. Yeah.
Ba with the ba, the dank, diggy. I love me some old Kid Rock.
I saw Kid Rock last summer with my dad.
Terrible.
Because Hank Williams Jr. opened for him, and we went to go see Hank Williams, and my old man sat through Kid Rock.
He loved it.
And he's like, this guy's pretty good. Plays a lot of instruments. He plays everything, huh?
I saw Kid Rock open up for Limp Bizkit late 90s.
Now, I hear Limp Bizkit, I think of Kyle. I just immediately think this is something Kyle was into. Am I wrong? Tell me the truth.
You're hitting a little close to home. You're cutting deep there. There was a point where I had the matching red hat. I had the hot dog water and the chocolate starfish. Significant other $3 bill, y'all. I had them all.
He did it all for the nookie. The what? The nookie? The huh?
Did you also like Papa Roach at the same time?
Wasn't a big Papa Roach guy. I mean, Last Resort, cut my life into pieces. That was pretty cool, but wasn't a big Papa Roach guy. I was more an ICP, man. It was Juggalo.
That's true. I mean, me and Kyle relate on that. We're both Juggalos. I love me some ICP. That's
old school still, wicked clowns.
To this day, homies.
Whoop, whoop.
That's right. Shit, I even read the book, man. I saw him, Kyle. I saw him on the Ringmaster tour. Can you believe that?
What?
How about that? I saw him on the Ringmaster tour.
Isn't that like 95?
So here, Riddle Box came out in 95. Ringmaster came out in 94. But they were doing a tour for the ringmaster, right? Like an extra warm up tour for a Riddle box, but it was considered a ringmaster tour, like an in between tour. I saw him on that tour.
Man,
and then I saw him on the Riddle box tour.
Trent is OG.
I'm an OG, man. But I saw, so it was like an in between tour, but I saw him on the Riddle box tour too.
Hey, I know some ICP.
What are you gonna say?
Magnets.
That's enough. Mute this man
That's
right
enough.
now. Mute him.
He's got the power. I can't.
God damn it. All right, Jay, you're in timeout for the next segment here. But Jeff Jarrett comes out and he gets him back on the mic. So 2 appearances by Jarrett at this point. He comes out and says, "No one can fight Curt Hennig. He's chicken." He says, he goes, "Hey, you came out here, you talked about when you beat me in this building when I was a punk kid at 19. He goes, "The truth is I almost took your AWA title from you back then when I was 19 years old." And Jeff Jarrett says, "You're scared. You're not going to fight me. Ring the bell." They start going. Jarrett pops out, tells the bellkeeper to ring the bell. Starts ringing. He starts counting. Curt Hennig sneaks in from the crowd, street clothes, boots, looking like the West Texas Rednecks. Jumps in there and starts whooping Jeff Jarrett's fucking ass all over the arena. Unbelievable brawl. The
Three perfect plexes in a row.
3 once they got back in the ring. And dude, he beat the shit out of him. Like, he beat the shit out of him. It was awesome. Hennig gets himself disqualified by just knocking out Andrew Thomas with a chair. And he knocks out Scott Armstrong. You know, that's a low blow, Jaybone, putting that in there in the chat. I don't appreciate you taking shots at our juggaloness here. But
Get a hatchet for that.
Yeah, definitely get the hatchets for that. Dude, he beat the shit out of Jeff Jarrett, though. Curt Hennig looked good. Now, Jay, I know you've been a little critical of Hennig since he came in here with the look and the weight and the speed, but you gotta admit he brawled like a son of a bitch in this match.
It's bittersweet, you know. I want to see good stuff out of Curt Hennig, but
yeah,
this is a rough time, and it doesn't get better for him. You know, he looked good here, though. I mean, he cleaned Jarrett's clock. He really roughed him up, and
the chops in the crowd. Holy shit, man!
He took a guy's crutch, beat him down with the crutch. He took a guy's chair. I remember the crowd around them is like, you know, like this. It's this close to your face, and everyone's just losing their minds, loving this.
I think it's safe to say that Curt Hennig is not a fan of ICP. Rap is crap.
Rap is crap. He definitely came out in the West Texas Redneck year to that one. He was out full gear. Yeah, definitely not a fan of rap. Yeah, you guys remember that song? I remember the words to that song. It was great.
Rap is crap.
Rap is crap. I remember when they debuted it. It was a premiere debut on Nitro when that happened. It was fantastic. Gets himself DQ'd. I mean, they're warming this up. This is an ongoing feud, obviously, you know. But all right, boys, main event. We're here. Main event. Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, X Division title. They gave you a recap of 20 weeks of history. 19 weeks of history with these two. Jay, you and I have watched all of them. How about that recap, though? Kind of cool to see how much these guys did in 5 months. Like, this was a blood feud at this point. I
thought it was weird, though, how they put all the quotes of the internet journalist in the promo package there. Little Meltzer.
Oh, yeah. Meltzer. And I was like, oh, wow, Meltzer was around back then?
Been around forever.
Buck Woodward. Sounds like a porn star.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
It shows you they were the darling at the time. They were every time a new company comes around, it's the darling. You know, ROH and TNA were the darlings at the time too. Just like AEW is today. Like the journalists want to be the first on with these new guys, but I mean, you couldn't deny it though. The feud is great. But what Jay and I have talked about, Cal, you didn't watch the early ones with us, but the first like 7 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks of like AJ and Jerry is the most convoluted shit. Because like they go from fighting for the X Division title, AJ winning it, then both becoming tag team champions, then breaking up the next week, then reuniting the week after, then breaking up and being the next week, reuniting, being shitty partners for 2 weeks. It was like, Jay, it was like this. Like every week there was like some shit.
Oh yeah, it was a total roller coaster. It was you know, it was a separate soap opera all unto its own, and But they were showing more of a highlight reel, like how they would one up each other with moves in the ring, and just how, I mean, these guys were you had the veterans, and the people want to see the veterans And that's what sells tickets to get, it's like, oh, everyone wants to go see Jeff Jarrett and Scott Hall and Syxx-Pac. But these guys are the real money.
Yeah. They are, man. It really is.
It's just amazing. And I like every time you see highlight reels like this and, the stuff before the match, and then you watch a match like this and the road to and where they came from and everything, man, I'm down deep inside. I'm kicking myself for not being a fan longer.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, but
I'm appreciating it now.
It's fine. You're watching it now.
Timeless.
It's timeless. I mean, good wrestling is timeless, no matter what. We're watching it 18 years later, and we're watching it like it's fresh. And the way we're talking about it, everybody in the chat's talking about it. We're all in here. It's a blast. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Cal, thoughts on this one? I mean, you're a high flying X Division type of guy. What do you think?
Man, I mean, you're looking at about 20 minutes here. Nice 20-minute match. He got the veteran Lynn getting the upper hand. Very good. I mean, because this is still young AJ. Keep that in mind. Still a young buckaroo, as James Storm would say. But not a hell of a match here.
4 years in.
Yeah, good to see. This is like, to me, the end of Jerry Lynn. Like, I know he did a few things here and there once in a while after that, but like, to me, this is the end of Jerry Lynn's career. Actively. I
mean, he goes into the Universal, what the hell is the name? I'm freaking the Impact Zone days. He gets into that section though, but
I guess so here and there. Yeah. But this is like, the end of his peak, his prime.
Oh, for sure. But he did great. Jerry Lynn wins the X Division title here. Fantastic match. Now Siaki comes out at some point. I missed exactly what he did. I kind of slipped for a second. Who did he cheat for here? Because he definitely, Jay, you were talking about this earlier. He had a sight set on something else here. What? Break this part down. What did Siaki do when he walked in?
Oh, he totally distracted. I mean, it's bad enough that Mortimer
Plumtree,
thank you. It's bad enough that Mortimer Plumtree's out there, so you automatically the odds are against Jerry Lynn to win this.
Yes, no doubt.
Then all of a sudden things are rolling along, and it's getting towards the end of the match. It's got to go one way or the other. And all of a sudden, you look in the back, and here comes just
cocky
coming
Siaki.
Down. Yeah, this cocky Siaki coming down to the ring, and like, oh no, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing. And he actually does one thing. He pulls the ref out, and Jerry Lynn is from there. It's like, oh god, Jerry Lynn's not going to take this, is he? That's what it plants that seed in your mind.
No doubt.
It's like, okay, he's getting triple teamed here. There's absolutely no way. So that when he does win, it's just that much sweeter.
Yeah, dude. He like you said, he had a lot going against him, and it was insanity. Like the guy couldn't get a break, but he did get the win, and he's the new X Division champion. So, but Hakeem said in the chat, I mean, Jerry is essentially responsible for really making AJ Styles. Like he made AJ, like he was the guy who did that. So I mean, I don't know if AJ shouts him out enough though, and Jerry's kind of humble. He won't put that over. But I think he did, man. Like if you watch these first 20 weeks, Jay, like we've watched, I mean, AJ and Jerry are like attached at the hip. Ben Stone, what's going on? Tim's in the chat too. Welcome, guys. You're a little late, but you guys can always go back and watch. We're about to end. We're on the last match now, so definitely go back and check it out. But Paul Nelson's out here. Paul, thanks for joining us all the way from Hawaii. What part of Hawaii is he from? Yours, Uncle Jay. Where's part of Hawaii is he?
Honolulu.
I think it's the islands of Hawaii.
Yeah, I think they're all islands, Jay. I don't think they're all mainland.
Hey, I got a D in geometry. Don't bust my balls.
So wait. What am I missing here? Kyle's throwing his hands up.
Yeah,
that's it. You guys remember Crush back in the day? Kona Crush? From Kona, Hawaii. Kona Crush.
Crush.
Remember Crush? Yeah.
Crushing the coconuts.
That's right.
There's a guy in NXT called Kona.
I don't. He's like, again.
Put the shock collar on him.
That's it. Rose Montana. He's latest. You are late AF, Rose Montana. Thanks for jumping in. Go back and watch. We're at the last segment now, but go back and watch, guys. If you're just joining us, you can. It's on replay. It's on Twitch. It's on Facebook. It's on Twitter, Periscope, and it's on Twitch. Did I say Twitch already? What did I miss? YouTube, right here, YouTube. Watch it. Go back and watch it. Hike up the plays. But guys, that's it. That's episode 20. I like this episode a lot. I had so many notes for this one. It was mind-boggling. Tons of notes on this one.
Oh, I even wrote down the next week if you want to know what's going on next week.
What do you got? Oh yeah, hype up next show, episode 21. Hype up 21.
Next week, you're not gonna believe that. I'm trying to squeak like Don West.
You can't.
You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, he said that like 10 times during the main event. I'm like, all right, shot.
Definitely.
The drinking game. Right?
Paul's from Oahu. Just put that out there. Paul's from Oahu.
There we go. Oahu.
That's
I told you it was on the island. See?
Nurse is from there too.
You guys don't believe me. I told you.
All right, go ahead. Break it down. What can we expect next week?
We're getting the finals in this tournament. We got Jarrett versus Syxx-Pac.
Mm-hmm.
We got Kid Cash in an X Division challenge. Kid Cash was going to challenge whoever won the main event because we found out what this was before the main event. So we're going to get Kid Cash now versus Jerry Lynn.
Sure.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, dude.
Right
That's
there. I'm sold. Just give me that. We got Mr. Wrestling, more the mystery of Mr. Wrestling. The third, is he going to show up? What's going to happen?
He did not show up on this one, though. He did not show up on this one.
Yeah, he was nowhere. He was mentioned. That's it.
I like that they held him off. The guy was wondering.
And Mystique.
Very little Mystique, right?
We get now this one's going to be a barn burner. This one we got Lawler and April versus Estrada and Priscilla.
Interesting. He has no beef with Estrada though. Where did that come from? They have nothing going on with Estrada. Where is that coming from?
No, but just the fact that April's out there and everything that has happened, it's going to be a hot mess.
Oh yeah. I mean, he might even call her that infamous word. Kyle, you want to repeat that word he called her on the show?
Oh, the see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, he called April that on pay-per-view. Anyway, go on, Jay. What else?
Right there, right with the camera in his face. Oh my God! All right, so there's a 4 tag team tournament going on.
Okay.
And then what looks to be possibly the main event. Don't quote me on this, but they mentioned it last, so what it makes me think it's going to be the main event. Amazing Red, Jimmy, Wang Yang, and Marmaluke.
Okay.
In a 3-way X Division match.
All right. They mentioned Jimmy's back next week from his tour of Japan. So that's gonna be cool, man. Exciting stuff.
Loaded.
I think 21 is gonna be more story heavy. We got a lot of story that they set up on this one. Andrew Stadden on Facebook checking in. Thanks for joining. We were just finishing up, man, but go back and watch episode 20 here, NWA TNA. Guys, don't forget, you can follow along with us. Impact Plus is giving a 30-day free trial. If you do what Rex is doing, who's on the screen right here. Rex is watching along with us. Watch along with us every week. You got 30 days. You can just binge all of them, get a ton of them under your belt, and be ready for the reviews. But 30 days free or $7.99 a month. It's not that bad. Totally worth it. We really are enjoying doing this a lot. So don't forget, guys, you can follow the show on social media at We Talk Impact on Twitter, Facebook, and what else? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, sorry, and Twitch at TNI Show. Connect with us on all of those. We love the social media interactions.
Let's mention, Trent, that we have a new weekly show coming. We're going to be doing the Impact Plus Roundup we've been talking about, where we're going to cover Sammy and Friends, Impact Explosion every week, all the things that we don't normally get to cover.
Absolutely. Kyle mentioned that tomorrow, too, on the main show. Remind everybody about that tomorrow as well.
Yep.
We're going to have a little guest with us tomorrow, guys, as well. We're going to introduce you to somebody tomorrow. So don't forget, tune in, meet one of our guests. Also, guys, don't forget, the show is also available on audio if you want to take it with you. On audio, it's on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio.
I like how Ben is holding the can of Lysol as he writes.
I like that. Ben's got a great photo.
Ben, I got ready. He is ready.
It's my guy.
He said, stay home, watch wrestling. He's got the Lysol. He's telling you back the fuck up and just stay home until this curb flattens. But guys, yeah, take it on with you. Rate, review, subscribe on all the audio platforms too. give us a download. Have it in your, subscribe to it. Make sure it gets downloaded to your favorite podcast app and take it on the run with you. If you can't join us here, join us on audio. But I think that's going to do it. Guys, stay home, flatten the curve, watch NWA TNA, watch Impact Wrestling tomorrow. We'll be back on right after Impact ends, about a half hour later, about Central Time, 9:30. We'll be on. We'll go live. Join us for that. Guys, am I missing anything? Anything at all? Anything? That's it, right? Jaybone, you want to plug where people can find you for other types of news and all the other stuff you want to sneak into their news feeds?
You can slide into my other little channel called Smash This Podcast, where we're smashing all things wrestling. We got some hot, fresh merch over there. Be sure to check that out. The merch is also coming here, too. It's in the process.
It is. I promise it's coming here, too. We'll have merch. Who's going to buy a shirt if we have merch? Somebody hook it up. Kyle needs a trip to Vegas.
I want TNI thongs.
You know, I got to say, Hemi used to have thongs at one time.
Wow.
And it was great. And I remember getting the reports. I'm like, we're selling thongs. And I'm like, where are I got one photo from a thong purchase.
I know you're wearing one right now, Trent. Don't lie to me.
It's very comfortable, guys. It's very comfortable. It's nice to have my logo where the goods are. Anyway, go on.
For the men, it's called the banana hammock.
Banana hammock. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Good to know.
You're welcome for that little tasty treat. Anyways, you can find Smash This Podcast.
Jaybone wearing a Speedo.
Off the rails.
I'll show you guys I'll show you those pictures when we're done here.
Absolutely not. Plug your channel. Let's get the hell out of here.
Smash This Podcast is also on Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter box. You can find me personally also on the Twitter box at Jaybone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150.
Very nice. Guys, again, We Talk Impact, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow us. Check it out. Remember, tune in tomorrow, Impact Wrestling Review. We'll be on there. And remember, on all major podcast apps, rate, review, subscribe, download it. Guys, we appreciate you being here with us tonight. Episode 21 will be next. Guys, I have a request. Referee Nate Speckman wants to be on episode 21, if that's cool with you guys. He's an Impact referee. Not contracted. He's done Impact.
Bring him on.
One of my best friends, and he wants
Let's
to
do it.
He texted me today. Guys, he literally said to me, he goes, when can I be on the podcast? And I said, how about 21? And he said, deal. So we're going to 21. We'll have a guest on. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Chat was amazing today. Jay, Kyle, you guys are amazing too as well, always. Thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow night. This has been Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans. Good night.
See ya.
See ya.
Let's make some noise!